Hey, it's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today we are bleaching and dyeing my hair and toning, not dyeing. I'm doing this because, well, I'm still in LA and it's expensive to get my hair done here. The only person I really trust with my hair is Rizal Gonzaga, and he's based all the way in the Philippines. As soon as I get back and visit the Philippines, I'm definitely gonna have him fix up my hair. But quick background, I've been blonde for almost a year now, I guess 10 months. I'm loving it, loving every minute of it. But of course, since it is not my natural hair color, I do face regrowth and more than that, maintenance. But do I regret it? No, I do not. I love every minute of being blonde. But we have to go on ahead and fix it. So I'm just going to show you guys my process of fixing it. I have tried to bleach it already twice in the past 5 months. And as you guys can see, I'm not really doing a very good job at it, but for me, as long as it looks decent and it looks good on the camera when I stream, then I'm fine with it. So I'm gonna go on ahead and show you guys a b-roll of my before shot, before hair, before clips. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're going to partition my hair. I rewatched my clips and I never realized how bad the bleaching job was for the past 4 months. So we're gonna try to go all out and be very tedious with this whole process. So I'm now partitioning my hair. I wish I had those plastic elastic bands, but I do have a lot of hair ties at home anyways. I'm just gonna use those. I haven't washed my hair in like 2 days so that the oil from my scalp can protect my scalp from getting bleached. I'm pretty sure my bleaching process is still gonna be perfect, but I wanna get it to as close to that as possible when I have Russell fix my hair in June or July. I just want to show another part of my bleaching and how bad it is. The goal is to not get any bleach on any of my hair bands because they're all made out of cloth. See? You know what? For future bleaching moments, I'm probably gonna buy an elastic band. You guys might be wondering, how am I dealing with all of my breakage? And the answer to that is, I just do. Because prior to me going blonde, my hair was pretty crappy already as it is. I'm pretty sure the time will come in the future when I'm gonna get bored and just be like, you know what, I don't wanna dye my hair anymore. Let's just let it rest. But this will not be that year. My loneliness is killing me. I look like Britney Spears, bro. Okay guys, so this is what my hair looks like, all partitioned. Time to get started. We're gonna go on ahead and put this cape. Yes, technically it's a cape because it has to be at the back. But make sure you still wear a top that you don't really mind getting bleached. And this is my box of all of my hair stuff. This is the lightening agent that I'll be using. It's from Wella. I don't know if this is good. I mean, I use it because it's the cheapest that I can find. And I feel like it does the job. So I'm gonna go on ahead and make my bleach and then just start applying them little by little. So I'll be, like I said, I'll be using the Blonder Wella Professional. This is my lightening agent. I got the biggest one because sulit. It's very sulit. I think this is 1:2. 1:1.5 and 1:2. Okay, so there's 1:1.5. This is my secret ingredient. I use the Allplex Hair Defender so that my hair doesn't get, it's gonna get damaged regardless, but this will minimize that damage. gonna do 2 scoops. This is my developer. I'm only doing 30 volume or 9%. I have my brush, I have my foil sheets. So let's go on ahead and get started. This is gonna take a lot of practice, by the way. There we go. So far, so good. I'm not gonna be bleaching my ends anymore because that's like, I don't need damage on that part anymore. It's damaged enough. Another thing that I forgot are gloves. I do not have gloves. Oh wait, you know what? I have something for my ears, which I should be using since we are near that part already. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look at me, I look so professional. So once we're done with this, we're just gonna let it bleach for like 30 minutes. Come back, check up on it, and then when I feel like it's light enough, we're gonna do the roots. We'll do the front last because maybe we should do it first. We should do it first because in case I have to wash it off already, at least this is already lighter. And since, you know, you're usually facing people and they don't usually look at your back, I think it would be safer, smart to do the front first. Okay. Make sure you still leave a bit of bleach. Maka-tutorial, parang kala mo expert. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm saying that I'm leaving a bit of bleach so that I'll have some for my scalp later on. Okay guys, so we're done with bleaching everything. Thank God my camera didn't fail on me. That took us 30 minutes, more or less. So we're gonna go on ahead and just let the bleach develop, give it like another 20-15 minutes, and then after that we're gonna go with our roots. So yeah. Oh. Okay, so this is natural light. I think it's starting to get a bit yellow. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're gonna do it a little bit more, like 15 minutes more, because I really don't want any hint of orange, especially since we're working with some of my natural hair color as well. And yeah, so because of how difficult it is to just maneuver through everything, I just decided to take it all out and just paint over my entire roots. I'm just gonna paint the spots which I feel like didn't get enough bleach on them, and since it's so much more difficult to maneuver, I guess, through everything, I'm just gonna go for it and feel it, avoid my ends. Pray for the best. Pray for a miracle. So because I won't be foiling them up anymore, the heat element that I'm gonna be adding to the bleaching process for the last 10 minutes is I'm gonna wear a shower cap. Wait, let me show you guys what I'll be using to help me. So I don't know if you guys can see the mirror there, but I'm gonna be using the mirror to see the back of my head a bit. I might not tone my hair today because I kind of just might want to let my hair relax. I'll just tone it tomorrow, but hopefully I get the lift that I want from today's session. I feel like my next goal, when I get tired of having blonde hair, when and if I get tired of having blonde hair, is to to just root smudge my regrowth little by little until I get used to my natural hair color. I guess for the longest time I might sport an ombre look, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, honestly, so far so good. My scalp doesn't feel super itchy, or my scalp doesn't feel itchy at all yet actually. Alright, so while we wait for my hair to lift, let's go on ahead and just do some errands. It's gonna be quick, like 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm now done bleaching my hair for the first time. I'm very happy with the stark difference of how it looked like a while ago and me bleaching it for the first time. I feel like honestly I went way past the 40-minute mark. And it's not perfect, it really wasn't, but because I just did everything on my own, you can still see some black spots here and there. But for me, I was actually thinking a while ago if I should bleach it again and do that for the first time ever with my hair. But then I realized, if I'm going to be toning it, the band won't be as noticeable anymore, and I think that's what I wanted in the first place. Like, I know it's not gonna, and I won't be able to do the balayage, the highlights. I would have to go to a professional for that. But yeah, I feel like I won't put my hair through that much torture and just go ahead and tone it. But I won't be toning it now. I want to try toning it with dry hair. And for the meantime, I will just be doing some chores and errands around the house because quarantine. And yeah, that's it. I'm excited for the final result. Okay, I just finished doing a couple of stuff around the house. I let my hair dry off now, and I'm now thinking twice. Well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna bleach it again because I could have sworn a hair strand fell off and I didn't even put in any force at all. It snapped in half. So I don't want that to happen to my whole head. So this is what it looks like now that it's all dried up, just so we have a point of reference. Okay, I've made my final decision. I am not bleaching my hair again. I don't want to go through that. But I am, it's weird in the photos. It does still kind of look like it's orange, but whatever. If ever, I'm just gonna fix it again next month because I'm gonna have roots by then. And now let's go on ahead and tone it. So this is the toner that I'm using. It's Voila T18 Lightest Ash Blonde. I might go lighter in the future for sure. Really lighter. It's 1 part with 2 parts 20 volume. Oh wow. That is hella strong. I was not expecting it to be that strong. Okay, let me get my developer. That was enough to make a grown man cry. Oh no, I'm out of developer. I guess it's just red that I didn't bleach my hair anymore then. So since we're out, bye-bye. Good developer, for sure, for sure. That is a strong, I can smell it from here. I don't know how to start. Shucks, how would I do this? Let's start from the back into the front. Oh my brush turned purple. It's oxidizing already. I have to do this fast. I have to move this here. Oh, this one kind of burns. This toner. This one kind of burns. So I'm gonna just work through this pretty quickly. So this is what was burning my scalp last time. I think I'll only really be toning the scalp of my head, like from 3 or 4 inches from my head. Not so much the tip anymore. If there's some extra, then I'm just gonna dabble on it. But I'm gonna focus more on my scalp.
1 week later.
Hi, I seem to have forgotten this thing called a transition. But I hope that SpongeBob themed transition was good enough. Anyway, so this is my hair a week after bleaching my roots. So I waited for a week for my hair to settle in because sometimes I feel like I want to let my hair rest. I want to see the tone settle in on my hair follicles and in my root. I actually have a little bit of root growth already, but it's actually like, I like how it turned out. It came off like a root smudge. I still have the banding right here, but it wasn't like before where it was a noticeable blonde brown. I think it's still kind of blonde, but it's just like a darker shade of blonde. And overall, I like it. I like the process. I like the outcome. I like the result of my blonde hair. I really do think I feel like I could be a part of the Legally Blonde cast and like be her BFF. So yeah, so this is my hair. Cue and B-roll of me and my blonde hair. Like just acting pretty.
I love you like la 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 la.
What the heck? So yeah, this is my blonde hair. This is how it came out. Now, keep in mind I didn't tone my roots anymore. I didn't really bleach anything from here down. It's really just here. You know what though? With the toning, I think I toned my entire head for this. I toned my entire hair all the way to my roots. And this is what the back looks like as well. So yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to feel pretty again. So this is what my hair looks like, and I bleached and tone everything at home. I don't really dye it, I tone it. I don't exactly follow the bleaching process on the instruction as well, but I think for everything to just be done at home and for me to look presentable and to look like how I look right now, considering what I do with streaming and hosting online events and doing content and just loving what I see in the mirror every morning, I think it's worth it for me, the hassle. I do have fun being blonde, thank you very much. And I would definitely recommend it for anyone. If you guys are thinking of going blonde, really bleach it yourself and learn how to bleach your hair. I think that's the very, very most basic thing that you can do at home is to learn how to bleach your hair. And then probably if you want to have the perfect shade of blonde for you or whatever, perfect shade of brown even, you can go to a colorist for that because they're the ones who's more of an expert with the color mixing and everything. But for bleaching, I feel like everyone is just doing the same process of bleaching, which is basically lifting their hair. And you could probably just do that yourself at home and save a ton of money in the process. Now, the thing with me is I haven't really experienced that, like bleaching my hair at home and then just having it dyed or toned in the professional salon, because I don't know a lot of salons that would offer that. But I do have a professional hairstylist, like I mentioned earlier, in the Philippines. His name is Russell Gonzaga Hair. That's his username. And I mean, we don't really always plan it, but for me, I have the mentality of, you know what, I'm just gonna bleach my hair already, because whether or not I really love the process, I really love how it turns out, at least I won't spend as much time on the chair waiting for my hair to get bleached when Russell does it, you know. And so far, I haven't really heard him complain about it or tell me that, girl, you're f***ing up your hair, you know. So I think we're good. And I really do love my hair. Like, see, I feel very fresh and clean and like just happy. Just happy. Like, I don't know. Like, I think there's just something about being able to look at myself and see myself having blonde hair, which gives me that boost of serotonin. So if you guys are planning on going blonde, the best advice that I can give to you is know your undertone so that you'll know if you look better with a cool shade of blonde or a warm shade of blonde. And really I think between toning and bleaching is the much more important part that you have to focus on and learn about, because toning is really just color mixing. And I do still believe that there is an art with color mixing, especially if you're gonna do like balayage or highlights. But if you're just gonna do one color for your entire head, then you could just buy one shade like ash, cool, lightest ash blonde, and then just get all of that together, you know. So yeah, I think I'm really happy with how my hair turned out, even though I still have a bit of banding over here. I feel like, you know, like by next month or the month after that, I could just have Russell fix it. And yes, I also do spend a lot of money for the upkeep. Well, not a lot. I do spend some money for the upkeep of my hair. But I think overall, I'm very much happy with it. And the money that I don't spend on buying makeup, I spend it for my hair instead. And I think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, as always, if you guys like this video, do give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!